Hello Pokemon Go trainers, it's the Seahawks fan with another Pokemon Go video. Today's video we got the mighty Guzzlord. Guzzlord is a very strong dragon right now. It's really good. You really gotta watch out for the fairies, the charmers. Now you can run sludge bomb. Definitely really nice coverage. I do just want to stick with the standard set, and it worked like a charm. It was amazing. And we have really good coverage in the back. Torch Song, Skeleturge, and Sludge Shadow Swampert. I mean, you got two really nice Pokemon that can really destroy all the fairies. And I mean, just a lot of the meta. Flank types can be somewhat awkward. Yeah. I mean, this is just a really strong team. Guzzlord, really nice. We committed a shield already. I mean, we were not going to double shield up the Ice Beam. I'm going to shield here, though, because for a final Pokemon having to deal... Oh, it's the Charizard. I'm getting kind of low. It's not a Shadow Charizard, thankfully. I do make a catch of the Dragon Claw. Blastoise is really strong in Ultra League. Definitely a good Pokemon to use. Plenty of good things for people to use. Gonna be launching Shadow Ball. Is it gonna land? If it does, it takes a KO. We take the last shield. Do we hang on? I mean, we may hang on. And we do. And I throw the Shadow Ball straight away. I'm not sure if the switch clock was up for them. If they could have made a catch. They definitely needed to catch that Shadow Ball on the Blastoise. But let's go. Nice win. Now, Guzzlord can also be used in Great League, but it does require research, Guzzlord, but this is Ultra League. Definitely a pretty formidable, very tanky dragon. It is one of the highest HP stat Pokemon in Pokemon. Now, also, it is actually a legend, Ultra Beast. You can solo with relative ease. I mean, you got just Shadow Gardevoirs, Mega Gardevoirs. A Mega Gardevoir, then a bunch of Shadow Gardevoirs. And pretty easy duo. Level 40s, especially with party power. Very nice. I really do like Sludge Shadow Swampert. It's really nice to have a great counter to grass types with a charge attack that's the same pacing as Hydro Cannon. Definitely really nice. Definitely really nice. Gonna bring in the Guzzlord. I mean, if they throw a Sludge, it's not gonna KO. Earthquake is what they need. Sludge Wave, I guess, probably does take the KO. But Skeleturge comes in to absolutely nuke that Bomb Snow. They don't have two moves, and even then, they need a Shadow to KO. Actually, maybe they don't. But, I mean, they definitely didn't. We're not going to get to back-to-back moves in time. Beautiful lead into the Typhlosion. Definitely got some nice leads, but, I mean, just seems crazy. They do try to make a good catch. I do still throw the move. I mean, it's probably smart to just swap into Skeleturge. I did thankfully get a shield with the potential threat of a Sludge Bomb, which they were thinking. I'm going to just get to Torch Song, able to take a shield. I do respect the Stone Edge. I definitely suggest running Stone Edge on Virizion. They do bring in Gator, and kaboom! Boosts its Shadow Ball. Huge damage. They did not want to lose their Virizion yet. They don't even take the KO with Hydro Cannon. That's really good to know. And I should be able to, with ease, just Mudshot down. Barely Mudshot down. And I'm just going to throw the Hydro Cannon. And kaboom them. Goodbye. And I mean, they were in range of a Hydro Cannon. I do still throw the Sludge, just why not? I mean, it's tough for my opponents to flip the matchups when I got really good counterplay to their swaps. Okay, I do get it is a lead I don't want to be in. I do have much better answers in Shadow Swampert and Skeleturge. They are going to go for the defense drop and swap the debuff and dip. Now, fair play to the opponent for going for the full send. I'm not going to be able to flip alignment. But with that rollout nerf, I was able to hang on, which is huge. I mean, if they have double nuke, fair play. But they have body slam, let's go. I'm actually going to put trust in Skeletorge to just do Skeletorge things. And fair play to my opponent for having the guts to no shield a potential Shadow Ball. That was so bad by me. I should have full sended. I had the energy advantage. I had the chance to land it. I mean, like, I expected them to shield 10 out of 10 times, but I guess they were like, maybe this is a time where, I mean, I guess it is a 2-shield position where they're like, if there is any chance they go for the bait, I can definitely win this. We are back to where the battle started with Guzzlord and Steelix, but this time there's no shields. I do have some nice energy. Thunderfang, thankfully, is a fast move. No Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail is definitely really tricky, but... And I mean, it's good, but definitely Thunderfang is meta on Steelix. And I do not get the Incinerate down of the Skeletorge, but I actually have back-to-back Torch songs. Let's go. Back-to-back Torch songs. Goodbye. Skeletorge and Steelix. That was a way too unnecessary, difficult battle that I put myself in. Shadow Claw, Giratina. Dragon Claw is still going to get some good damage. But I do really like, I mean, it is really nice to have a dog type. Dog type's really nice with how good Shadow Claw is. Probably going to have to try, I'm definitely going to be, there's a good chance I'm going to use this team again. Maybe once again with Dragonite instead of the Guzzlord, but Guzzlord's really nice. Unfortunate for them, Nidoqueen just got absolutely destroyed by the Swampert. One of the most old school matchups. Best targets for Swampert. We get some chip damage with the Sludge. I mean, they were smart to not shield a non-earthquake. We do go for the Dragon Tail farm down. We have 2-1 shield advantage. We're in a really good spot. And we have a Ghost type for their counter user. I mean, we can survive whatever move they throw at least once. I mean, if they get a nice Slash boost, which they don't, thankfully for me, we're just going to be able to shield up. You're going to RPS your opponent, definitely get some good leads. You're going to get bad leads. I mean, we were able to play out. I guess Steelix was kind of neutral. Probably could have stayed in. Now, you could also go for Crunch for more damage and 30% chance to defense drop. Big 5-0 for the first battles with this team. Definitely really nice. Definitely had a lot of fun with this team. And I mean, it's beginning of the season. Ace isn't anything special for someone who has hit Legend twice and was 19 elo. Another time, 4 experts in a row. But Shiny Gliscod, it is a beautiful shiny. I decided to commit my shields to the Skeletorge. They give me a free Incinerate. Let's go. Getting a free Incinerate was absolutely huge. That was so awesome. If they had not thrown those two, if they had thrown 2 more Shadow Claws before they threw a move, they definitely could have had alignment. But instead, wait, oh no. This Florges, Florges is a core breaker. Yeah, no, I was not going to win from that. I was not going to be able to one-shot them. I mean, they had a shield. I was going to take too much damage. Well played on them. Definitely, was not happy to see Florges. We can bring in the Skeletorge, be a pretty good matchup for the Primate. I mean, it's cool to see Bombardier. It did get Sucker Punch. It is a pretty good move, pretty good Pokemon. I mean, Sucker Punch is one of the best fast moves in the game. Definitely. I mean, good on the XL grind. I mean, maybe it's not an ideal IV1. Definitely good Pokemon. Gonna have to try in Great League first. It should be eligible for Great League. It should definitely be. Maybe this season. There's a chance. Maybe I'll do Ultra League 1. Probably not. Maybe. I mean, Torchong is just absolutely able to shred that Overqrill. Overqrill showed up. It was not ready for the smoke. We do then not get the sweep. I mean, we were just too low. Ever Skeleturge. We do not get the Dragon Tail down of the Bombardier. They do fly for the KO. Fly Rock Tomb. It gets Rock Tomb, which amazing. And I get a Mudshot down of a flying type with Shadow Swampert. That's not something you see every day. But the beauty of Pokemon Go, no immunities. Half damage. Guzzlord, a fellow Guzzlord connoisseur. I mean, it is really Meta Dragon. I think it may be just below. I guess maybe some may rank Guzzlord above Dragonite. I do think Dragonite is just better. I mean, they're a tad different. I mean, you can run Hurricane on Dragonite for the coverage of Fairy. You can also run Steel Ring. Oh, I'm gonna have to use Shadow Dragonite with Steel Ring. That'll be some spice. Oh, and with all the Glam Weezings. Okay, stay tuned for later this season. That sounds awesome. Maybe Master League Steel Ring Shadow Dragonite. But right now, Shadow Swampert, we got Shields, we got Talonflame. I mean, like, we still have such a good matchup in this place, but the fast move farm down, yeah, not happening. They bring in Virizion. We did not throw the Hydro Cannon, and we're able to take a shield with Sludge. They need a Stone Edge for the KO, and even if I take the KO from here, it's kind of awkward dealing with the Talonflame. Oh no, 2 Incinerates is enough. Can I survive the move? It's Fly. Let's go. It's only Fly. Oh my gosh. And we Mudshot down a Talonflame. Let's go. Shadow Swampert Mudshotting down 2 different flying types. That's not something you see every day. Oh, beautiful lead into Snorlax. I mean, getting plenty of good leads. Just how it goes. Opponents get bad leads. It is Lick. Lick into a Dark type is terrible. So they probably have some fairies in the back, just bad alignment from my opponent. I do respect the potential outrage, but really cool to see return. May have to try some return Pokemon. Not gonna let the Wabombe get the farm down. But oh my gosh, Swampert just destroys their back line. I guess it was a fairy and poison. 2 nice resist to fighting types. Makes sense for Bombay as a closer. Probably Dazzling Gleam and like Bug Buzz. But now Guzzlord has a new foe, and that foe is Gliscod, which actually Gliscod is definitely a pretty decent counter. But also like the fast attack damage is totally resisted by the Guzz. We do take the KO after one more Dragon Tail. They bring in Weezing. I'm not staying in. I'm not giving a farm down to Glaring Weezing. The pace, I mean, they already charge up to energy so fast. And it still gives me not respecting the energy they get with Lock On. Letting Porygon Z win Charge Act priority. I do overfarm just a bit. Like, I know the counts now. They do not shield up the Porygon, which I do not mind at all. Absolutely fantastic. They do have Brutal Swing, but unfortunately for my opponent, I just have an amazing Skeleturge, and I do still have all 3 Pokemon. So from 5-0 to a 4-1, huge Elo gain, 9-1 at this point, amazing. 14 Elo off of Ace. You gotta hit 2,000 to get Ace rank. You get a hat also. This season's outfit looks really nice. Really excited about the pose though. Clefable lead, I mean, it was bound to have a terrible lead, but Shadow Swamp with such a good save swap. It is met with one of the best probably the best safe swap in Go Battle League right now. I mean, just it's so good and great and ultra. It's purified Gator. It does not take the KO with the Hydro Cannon, and I reach a Sludge. Let's go. Sludge putting in the work. Able to take the shield and win alignment. Skeleturge into the Clefable. Now that is not Focus Plus. They could have Spicy Focus Plus on the Ampharos, and we got a 3-turn fast move Pokemon into a 4-turn fast move Pokemon. And I mean, the only super damaging move is Focus Blast, and they need a lot of energy. Although Trailblaze, I mean, it's putting me into not wanting to get a big farm down. But we get a nice Incinerate down of the Ampharos. We're going to give them a free Fairy Wind because we can charge up our attack. And with no shields for them to protect themselves, they're in range of a boosted Torch Song. I think they were even in range of, or at least one Incinerate plus a non-boosted Torch Song. I mean, we were just set. Another beautiful lead. I mean, gonna get good leads, gonna get bad leads. Very happy to get a good leads with this team. Definitely very handy. And let's see. Dragon Claw is going to take a shield. They're going to bring in Kyurem, which I use Super Spicy White Kyurem in Ultra League. I will just say I do not recommend it. But you can check that video out. I would really appreciate it if you watch it. Definitely fun. But we are going to have Open Master League this week, so stay tuned for the real exciting level 50 Kyurem fusions. It's going to be a blast of a couple weeks of Open Master League. It's going to be so fun. Zarude, really cool to see in Ultra. I unfortunately was not playing when they gave the free, so I only have one. I would love to have it in the Master League meta, but actually it's really not good right now. With all the white Kyurem, we get a huge Dragon Tail farm down of that Zarude. Resistant move into the Guzzlord, just really tough on my opponent. And thankfully, we are able to reach a Hydro Cannon. Resisted, but enough for the KO for the win. Let's see, what is it going to be the next battle? Zygarde, okay. Let's see what we can do against Complete Zygarde. My opponent makes a great play catching the Dragon Claw on Tapu Fini. We are okay in Tapu Fini. Definitely would have loved to have Sludge Bomb to absolutely nuke the Tapu Fini. And considering there is a Zygarde, we are in a big problem. We may be able to get to Sludge in 5 mud shots. Oh! We do not take the KO, but we really needed that damage. But this is a time where I really wish I had Disarming Voice still. And respect on the Zygarde to just full send. The Outrage, I mean, that was just a really safe play, and I'm just not gonna deal with them. I mean, surely the third Pokemon is just gonna win. They're just gonna win. It's fine. It happens. Tail will lead into Clefable, but I do not mind a Clefable lead because Shadow Swampert is such a good safe swap. And we are met with Malamar, which I'm not sure if this is better than the Gator for them. I mean, we got the energy lead, so we can just pace to the move first. Foul Play was made cheaper as a move. And I mean, the Mega Mind play by me to no shield the first move. They were not going to throw a superpower straight away. Beautiful. And Clefable comes in. I got too much energy and for them to deal with. And I'm able to take the last shield. And I have a beautiful matchup for the Skeleturge. And Hippowdon comes in. I am a clown. Now, I also could have gotten a free... Okay, they charged to Weather Ball too fast. But I should have just swapped immediately. Switch the clock is misaligned. I try to swap as they threw the move, so I could catch a weather ball onto Guzzlord. They do still end up landing a weather ball on the Guzz. But now, we do get rid of the Hippowdon, but I do not have the HP to reach a Shadow Ball. And unfortunately, I'm just not able to do enough damage with the Guzz into Clefable. It can be very nice to chip and then swap for a better matchup, but really got to be careful on keeping alignment when you really need alignment. My next opponent, I totally RPS them. It's cool to see Rayquaza. It just loses to Guzzlord. And then the fire just to destroy the Leavanny. Leavanny's definitely a good Pokemon to use. Let me know if you've hit Ace. It's only 2 weeks into the season. No shame in not being Ace. Definitely going to be easier and easier as the season goes on, as more people are pushing up higher elo. More people settle into the 2000s. I go higher up and up. But thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle videos. And stay tuned for plenty more exciting battles. It's going to be a great season. Very excited. Can I get Legend again this season? Back-to-back Legend seasons for the first time, maybe. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.